Welcome to Matt's Garage. It's been a few weeks since we saw you last, but as you'll see today, things look a little different. The dirt piles are gone, the garages have been backfilled, and framing has begun.
That's right. Super excited to have Matt Miller from On Point Construction here and his whole crew. They've gotten all this done just this morning, so they're super fast, super professional. I'm here. I've already made a couple runs of stuff that was short in my labor order, and just to keep them moving, you know. And we're gonna have this whole floor sheathed basically by the weekend, and it's only Wednesday.
This goes to show how important it is to select your contractors wisely.
Yeah, absolutely.
With referrals and recommendations.
Yeah, they came from somebody I work with who they built her house, so that was really important. Haven't had great luck with some of my other contractors, but Rod, my concrete guy, was great. The site guys, Anyway, I'm going to show you what work they did with putting the stormwater in, and and talk about the lumber a little bit.
Okay.
Let's get to it. One of the things King County requires is for you to capture your storm drain from your rooftop drains and then disperse it evenly along your backyard. So I have to have this exposed washed rock strip in my yard, basically. There's a catch basin here with the lid for cleaning out the pine needles. Oh, it's bolted down, but it's basically a big concrete vault, and the downspouts from your gutters collects the water, brings it in here, and then takes it through perf pipe and then sheets it across your yard. And there's another one over here if you could just pan. So I don't know if you're picking that up. I know that's shooting into the sun, but there's another one here. So this patio's gotten filled. You can see there's going to be a lot of steps down, but that was a choice we made because where over here is where the windows are for the nook and the living room. We want to be sort of high up the ground. And the consequence of that is having a patio that's high up. It's going to be nice from a view perspective, but the downside is, you got to go down some steps to get down to the yard. But basically it gets filled with dirt and then the gravel, and then it'll get concrete and then tile, and then you'll walk into the nook from there. What you're looking down into is the crawl space. You see the piers down there, then the posts are pressure treated lumber because they're in contact with concrete, and then the beams are the subfloor support. Those I-joists you see laying on their sides, they're going to get turned up and lay here. That's what gives you the strength across your floor. And then on top of the I-joists, the 1.125" plywood that we were standing on earlier over there. I chose a much beefier plywood. Everyone's like, that's too big, but I'm overdoing it because I want a really stiff floor. And then this rim joist is exactly what it sounds like. It is the rim of your floor. So the finished floor height's going to be at about that level. One thing you got to look out for, the lumber comes all sort of bundled up. So you got to look inside at the beams inside. As Matt referred to this beam is twisted system. Look at how this is oriented like this, and if you go all the way to the other side of the beam, it's oriented like this. Well, if you're using it as a post, it's not a big deal, but when it's a beam, and this is your subfloor, you would have to shim this like crazy, otherwise you get like a bump in your floor. So I actually called my lumber company, and they brought 3 more. They're going to take these away tomorrow. But you're spending a lot of money on lumber. You should make sure you're getting a good product. And I should add that there's a massive lumber shortage. Because of the lumber shortage, I went and ordered all the first floor lumber, and it's all dropped here around the cul-de-sac. You can see a big pile of it over here. And I've already got the second floor paid for and on order. My intent was to have this all dropped next to the foundation so that my framing crew wouldn't have to carry it. But because the site work guy was behind schedule, even though I kept delaying the order, I kept getting promises, oh, we'll be done tomorrow, we'll be done this weekend, and they never finished on time. So I had to drop in the cul-de-sac. Luckily, my lumber company, Chinook Lumber, they're pretty cool. They're going to bring piggyback tomorrow and just help rearrange everything for us, because this is so heavy a normal forklift can't really handle it, and their piggyback's wheels can go sideways and they can run like this. So anyway, they're going to come put this where it needs to be. Okay? Go ahead.
Next time you see us, the floor will be on, and we'll be laying out the walls of the first floor.
Next time on Matt's Garage. blood here?
Yeah, you have total blood here. What did you do? Why are you bleeding, son?
I don't know. I didn't do anything.
When the dirt piles are here and everything's disturbed and the eagles are flying. Look at that bird up there. Oh my God, there's another one right there, Gavin. Did you see that? Oh, I love it out here. This is why we live out here, guys. I mean, we just saw a falcon flying super low. You could hear it. Anyway, sorry. That was super cool.